Welcome to How to Rock Spirit's Sun Moon Alchemy series. This audio was compiled and recorded by Dustin Cormier, a Leo Ascendant Scorpio with Sagittarius Moon, born in the year of the Metal Ram. All the possible Western Sun and Moon sign combinations can be found and learned about here. This information is for educational purposes only. I do not own any of the following content. For more astrology lectures and my own Cosmic Consciousness audio lecture series, check out How to Rock Spirit's YouTube channel, where I rap about everything from philosophy and transpersonal psychology, to psychedelic spirituality, to tantric and occult mysticism, and even to Marx and Engels and the materialist sciences. See you there! Sun in Fire Sign. Basically motivated by inspirations and aspirations. Recharges energy through vigorous, physically demanding activity and by pursuing new visions for the future. Sun in Leo. Expresses self with warmly radiant vitality and constant need to be noticed. Creative energy is colored by a sense of drama and bigness. Motivated by a need to be recognized for one's generosity. Radiates confidence and encouragement to others. Can vitalize any enterprise. Pride is a dominant personality characteristic, heartfelt but childlike. Emotions are always at work. The moon sign and its element. These notes are also still from Stephen Arroyo's Chart Interpretation Handbook. The element of the moon sign represents an attunement from the past that manifests automatically, a mode of feeling and being that one needs to be aware of in order to feel inwardly secure and at home with oneself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. By such modes of self-expression, you are satisfying a deep inner need that can give stability to your entire personality. The moon's element also shows how you react instinctively to all experiences, with what energy you spontaneously adjust yourself to the flow of life. Moon in Water Signs. Reacts to changing experiences with sensitivity and emotion. Feels comfortable with self when feelings are deeply involved. Moon in Pisces. Reacts sensitively, compassionately, empathetically, evasively, vulnerably, and idealistically. Periods of unfocused, freely imaginative daydreaming help bring emotional tranquility. Needs a sense of oneness with the world and the universe to feel secure and right about oneself. Nurtures others through healing compassion and sympathy. Feels secure when serving humanity or a spiritual ideal. Feelings about self are nebulous, which can inhibit self-understanding and confidence. Flows easily with changing situations. Contentment comes through giving of self and/or transcending the personal self and its fears. The following information comes from Isabel Hickey's Astrology, a Cosmic Science. Copyright 1992 by Isabel M. Hickey Trust. Moon in Pisces. Visionary, dreamer, romantic, sensitive, emotionally positive, with a divine discontent that nothing of this world will take away. Poetical and mystical if unafflicted. Makes a great gentleness in the person, but doesn't help in a worldly sense. Good for musicians and artists, for this gives a greatly heightened sensitivity to life. A great sympathy for the underdog. Suffering through the emotions for this position of the moon is difficult. Needs to strengthen the will in order to withstand the impact of negative vibrations from others. In a male chart, attracts a sensitive and sentimental female. Not overstrong physically. Sun-Moon Alchemy. The elemental combinations of the sun sign and the moon sign. The following information comes from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign Moon Sign. Copyright Charles and Susie Harvey 1994, again in 2003. First published by Aquarian 1994. Each sun-moon type is a combination of elements. In the following descriptions of the element combinations, please remember that the pairing can be either way around. For example, a fire-earth combination refers equally to sun-fire, moon-earth, as it does to sun-earth, moon-fire. There will be subtle differences, but the dynamic is generally the same. Fire-water combinations. Take firepower and water power and put them together, and you get steam, the power which drove the great trains. Steam is used to cleanse and sterilize and can also scald. Emotionally, this combination has a reputation for being especially given to passionate emotional involvement. Volatile, romantic, moody, the fire-water person has the artistic temperament which can fluctuate wildly. It is a poetic, ardent temperament, courageous in its visions, yet vulnerable in its need for love and inspiration. The poet Shelley, Sun in Leo, Moon in Pisces, exemplified this passionate, artistic nature very well, and could equally be describing himself when he rejoices in his poem The Skylark. Pourest thy full heart and profuse strains of unpremeditated art. When the sun is in water and the moon is in fire, the result is a passionate crusader whose feelings fuel his purpose and art. But fire can make water evaporate, and water may extinguish fire. When this happens, this type can feel unstable, depressed, and disoriented. Shadow side. The fire-water individual often lacks the ability to take the impersonal view, that is, to step back and reason impartially about things. Their approach is intensely personal, urgent, passionate, and for them, life lacks meaning and color if that vital personal ingredient is taken away. Often a slave to the intense fluctuation of moods, this type's volatility can reach fanatical proportions, especially if a cool, reasoned argument is called for. Instability and impracticality can play havoc with the smooth running of their lives. Relationships. The fire-water type is a highly romantic, warm, and emotional person, and to a large degree thrives on love and satisfying relationships. Whilst one part of the nature may want to merge and gain absolute security, however, another part wants excitement and challenge. One part may feel an infinite capacity to give, whilst another part is impelled to devour. This mixture can be demanding to live with, but also exciting and rewarding in the way that it might stretch other, less emotional types. People with this combination tend to feel contained and grounded by earth-air types. Their moodiness and changeability is less problematic as they learn to direct some of their emotional energy into their own creative pursuits. Male versus female. This combination blends the most feminine and the most masculine of the elements. An extreme yang and an extreme yin quality together produces a very creative but also a very volatile and often difficult combination for either sex to handle. Both males and females can experience huge mood swings as they contact first their powerful independence and pride, and then their sensitivity and vulnerability. In general, both males and females will seek highly personal professional avenues. Conforming to convention is not their strong suit. Under the label of the artist, both the male and female fire-water type will find more compassionate acceptance as well as intense admiration from others. In other words, their artistic inspiration and highly theatrical style usually more than compensates for their lack of emotional stability. The following observations about your Sun-Moon combination are drawn from insights gained from astrologer Jefferson Anderson's book, Sun Sign, Moon Sign, an observation of many different individuals. The writing itself comes from Mantak Chia and William Yu Wei's Cosmic Astrology. Copyright 2012 by North Star Trust, published by Destiny Books. Sun in Leo, Moon in Pisces, the sweet talker. You are a very fascinating Leo for sure. Your nobility of spirit and worldly charm make for a very interesting picture. You possess self-regard, dash, and a magnetic presence that intrigues people without you needing to brag. Your Pisces inner being is a very kind, tender, and unselfish one, but your Leo personality is ambitious, emphatic, aggressive, and attracted to leadership. This is rather a remarkable difference of aspects. Most Leo Pisces people will elect to meet the needs of their egos first if they are made to choose the spiritual or the materialistic. You are really very pragmatic, matter-of-fact, and shrewd in spite of your elevated ideals and humanitarian persuasions that are also present. While young, you were surely a romantic, affirmative, and distressingly sensitive person. But slowly, after seeing the world as cruel and exacting, your innocence wore off. You came to realize that if you could adjust, you would prosper, and this had a basic appeal to you. By nature, you are still good-hearted and considerate of others, but you will work very hard to get material comfort and status too. Few would ever guess how strong-willed and ambitious you really are underneath, because you are usually easygoing, and your way of persuasion is so elusive and indirect. Because of this, you can succeed in business with your excellent ability to charm and impress others when that soft approach is most effective. Your elegant and sensitive being may attract you to the arts, however, even though you are clever in the business world. You set exacting standards for yourself. Sometimes you may be afraid of your own power to frighten people, and you may feel guilty for using it. Your great imagination can make you tense. Many Leo Pisces are bothered by imaginary sickness and fear of the unknown. Stay active socially, because too much solitude will only make your fears worse. Be creative instead, with your vivid imagination. You love the stage, design, and creativity in general. Most health fields, and even being a doctor, would be good choices. No matter how dedicated and motivated you are, you never lower your ethical standards, because in all of your activities, as is the case with all Leos, you value honesty, loyalty, and trust. You are very centered in that regard. You will aim your Leo fervency to assisting others and doing charitable work after you feel totally satisfied with your accomplishments and have satisfied your desire for luxury and comfort. Some problems for Leo Pisces are often unnecessary. You may not feel completely comfortable with all those ambitious goals. Notes from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign, Moon Sign. Sun in Leo, Moon in Pisces. Your greatest strengths. Rich, artistic imagination. Theatrical sense of both the beauty and tragedy of life. Emotional sensitivity and generous, caring qualities. Commitment to your individual ideals and morals. Openness to life, whatever it may bring. Your greatest weaknesses. Subjectivity, moodiness, proneness to dejection, tendency to overdramatize your life, with you playing the victim. A kind of divine discontent in romantic affairs, which keeps you emotionally unsettled, wondering if you will ever be really happy. Image for integration. The Wizard of Oz gives the lion a heart, and he becomes the King of Oz.